Look, I get it. Not every movie is going to be for me. Not every movie is going to be for guys. It's okay to have a movie catered toward females. Usually it's a musical or a drama piece, a movie about fashion or shopping, stereotypical movies like that. It's okay. But the Barbie movie was a very brilliant marketing strategy. It had you think that the movie was going to be about Barbie and playing with Kens and making fun of Kens and going to the real world, going to shenanigans, but nothing about feminism, nothing about the patriarchy, matriarchy, no political stuff there at all. WB hid that because they know it's a hot button issue, so they're not going to put that in the trailer. But women like that kind of stuff. Women actually like controversy. It's in their nature. It's always going to be in their nature. They like bad boys. They like bad movies. It's going to be that way. That's the way it happens. You say to a girl that the movie is bad, she's going to see it. You say to a girl that the movie is making fun of men, she's going to see it. Girls, when it comes to a Barbie movie, they should not care that's a good movie or not. They should not care. All they need to know is that Barbie's in there and she's girl powering it up. That's all they need to know. Now, let's talk about Grace Randolph real quick. Grace Randolph, predictably, loved this movie because it was about feminism and she's a hardcore feminist herself. She is so girly. She is so into the X chromosome that when she looks at reviews of video games and the trailers, she will not look at the gameplay. She hates video games so much there, the only thing she can think about is the background. That's how much she hates video games. But yet she constantly reviews it on her channel because it gets her views. That's the only thing she cares about. She does not think about the complexities or the detail of the characters or what the lore is or what they're fighting about or anything. No, she's looking at the background. If you look at every single Mortal Kombat video, all she cares about is what's happening in the background. There could literally be someone being killed on screen with their intestines flying out of the mouth there. She's thinking about, that looks nice, with the dead look in her eyes. Because the background's gone black, so you can't see anything else. So she's like, oh, that's nice. So Grace Randolph doesn't give a shit about that. She loves the feminist Barbie movie, pretty colors, that kind of stuff there. That's okay. I have zero problem with the movie getting female males to go to the movies. I have zero problem with that one. I've looked at so many interviews in the past couple days now about like female point of view, male point of view there. The only female that I know that I constantly look at on YouTube is Brett Cooper. She's the only one of like a intelligent, sound mind and body that actually likes the Barbie movie. She went in there in her defense that the movie was not supposed to be taken seriously. It's pretty obvious because it's a fucking Barbie movie. It's understandable. It's like the Mario movie. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. So what did you expect? I mean, like, what did you expect out of a Barbie movie? Seriously. A Barbie movie hasn't been around like in live action form ever. I don't think so. Not even. Even if it's definitely not as long as it's been 2000. That's for damn sure. If it was, it's been like a. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying. Not released wide. So it's a big deal for females. 100% there. And I was looking at the demographic charts for females and what they like in movies. This is 1 billion% this. There's no if, and, or buts. Pretty colors, female cast, female director, all about female problems. It literally checks every single box that females would love. There's no doubt about this one. If you make a movie about cooking, no. Not every girl's going to like the movie because it kind of offends them in a way. This movie is 100% toward the feminist nature of females. The oppression that they face, this is all for them. And I'm okay with that. Because They need a movie to see something in themselves. That's what, it's not going to change anything in reality. It's just something for them to see, to escape on. It's perfectly fine. And like they're gonna go see the movie, they're gonna tell their friends about this kind of stuff there, and then they go back to fucking like a bunch of like perfect tens on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Tinder. So that's cool. Movie theaters get a big boost. The movie industry gets a big boost. It's all good. So money, money, money coming around there from an underserved demographic, perfectly fine. The movie being about feminism, it just shows to you that you couldn't get females to see your movie unless you're hating the other gender. Yes, Ken had the best song in the picture. I was surprised actually that he had a good song. I'm not gonna lie, because I watch a lot of Bollywood movies, and Bollywood movies have guys sing, girls sing, mainly guys sing, guys dancing, girls dancing, and they dance really like interesting with the beat of the music. And this song, the Ken song, was really good when it came to that. But I was surprised that they gave Ken, of all people, a decent number. It could have been cringe, but I was looking at it like, oh shit, it's actually pretty good. So, I did take a pause when the Latina female, when she was talking about like how oppressed she was about, waking up every day, that kind of stuff. I was thinking like, this is definitely from the director herself. This is not her. The character speaking. This is definitely from the director. But yeah, it was like it spoke to females, I believe, because they bottle up so much anger inside them every day, and they never get a chance to let it out. That was her doing what women wish they could do and let out all their anger. Look, women in general, females, XXs, what do you want to fucking call them nowadays? They have a bad rap. They have a lot of issues. Physical issues. They have a lot of physical issues. The whole menstrual cycle thing, the period stuff there, I can keep going. You know what I'm saying. They have a lot of internal issues that they have to deal with more often than men. It's true. It's the way it is there. I'm not saying something you don't already know. And I'm not saying this movie should not exist at all. This movie should exist because girls need something to look at. It's perfectly fine. It's great that this exists. I'm happy that this exists. Will more movies try to be like this? Of course they will. Women deserve something else to do in their lives other than, makeup and look for purses online and look for great shoes, that kind of stuff, the clothes, looking pretty. That's what Barbie did for them when they were young. They get to project themselves into the doll, and now the doll has a movie. Of course girls are going to see that. There is no, and I'm telling you this, you can see my face now, there is no other thing that exists right now that will be like Barbie. This literally is the exact same thing as Mario Brothers. When it comes to like, duh, it's going to work. From childhood to adulthood, everyone knows this IP. Same thing with Mario. That's what they were going for with Transformers, and it worked. That's what they're going for with G.I. Joe's. That's not as popular as Transformers is. You get the point. Something from the childhood, the nostalgia era that's respected still even now. If they try to do a Back to the Future thing, I bet it will work. But how to make it for like women and men to go there, I don't know about that one. Maybe star a female this time, but don't be preachy. Michael J. Fox's character, starring a female, Doc. I think Doc Brown should still be a Doc. No flirting in between them or whatever, that kind of stuff. There, you could flirt around with it, but nothing overt. But no messaging or shit like that. There, that could be very interesting. But like Barbie is literally like Mario, been around for fucking ever, and finally gets her shot in the movie space. Of course, it's going to succeed. So I'm not surprised this movie made a lot of money in the end. I'm not surprised by it. The trailers didn't do jack shit for me, but I'm happy the movie did well. It's probably going to make $1 billion. It's fine. I think ratings is like $500 million right now, and it's doing really good across the world. I don't know how popular Barbie was across the world, to be honest, but I'm happy it did very well overseas too. So the movie doing well for cinemas, doing well for movie theaters. That's great there as well. You can't do something like this one every fucking year. It doesn't have. I know movie studios want to do this every year, but it can't be done. Um, there's no other female property from a bygone era that's going to do something like this one. Not Rainbow Brights, not Care Bears. I can't think of anything. Baroness, the movie from G.I. Joe, it's not going to happen. No, don't do that. So this is the only one that's going to do this one. So if you think like, oh my god, it's going to be flooded with, this kind of stuff, no. A sequel to Barbie's event is going to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen in there. So like, they could probably going to come up with a new topic in there that speaks to women and their problems and stuff like that. So I look forward to seeing how cringe that is. So how did I see Barbie? I looked at it online. Don't worry about it. So is that Sasha? I keep thinking this is Sasha Banks. Well, what's going on there anyway? So I'm happy that the movie's doing well, and I'm happy that women have something to look forward to. Should there be like an all gay movie like this one? What's the gay equivalent? What's the gay equivalent of this one? There is none. What's the trans equivalent? There is none. So this is it for the other actual gender, the other sex, what do you want to call it? And this movie for them, it's great. Like musicals, shopping movies, fashion movies, they're all out there too. But nothing, and there's plenty of them actually. But there's nothing like a movie about a doll come to life like this one. But by the way, there are Barbie animated series, there are Barbie CG movies, but the Barbie live action of a wide release, that doesn't really exist. So if it speaks to them, that's great there. So I have zero problem with that at all. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I'll tell you little secrets. I went to a Regal event recently to see Gran Turismo, and which is a fantastic movie, by the way. It's on my Twitter, click off. And I was so hyped to see the movie. There was a sea of girls to go see Barbie this weekend, so there's a sea of girls there. I come up with my ticket, and I'm the only guy there. There's like I said, all girls there. And I take my ticket up in the air, and I literally shove them aside, lightly, obviously, and I pass right through them, and I say, patriarchy coming through, patriarchy coming through, patriarchy coming through, patriarchy coming through, patriarchy, thank you, patriarchy coming through. They have no idea what I'm talking about, and they are looking at me with daggers in their fucking eyes, bro. They are pissed. And I use my tickets, and I give it to the usher, and they let me right in, because patriarchy, that's why. Alright, just a little cute little story for you. I literally did that. I was like, what if I assert my patriarchy and just push on through there? And it worked. I couldn't believe it. But I did it because it's patriarchy. That's it for now. Clack off.